I am so excited that fall is finally here, so I am listening to my fall playlist, drinking some coffee, and I'm going to be showing you a warm smoky eye look today using my Naked Heat palette. So if you want to see how I create a warm smoky eye look using this palette, then just keep on watching. I'm going to be starting out with this warm tan shade called Sauced, and I'm going to be using this double-sided brush that comes with the palette, and I'm using the more flat side of the brush, and I'm just going to start blending that into my crease starting at the outer corner and working all the way into the inner corner. And I'm just going to apologize right off the bat for some of my clips of the eyeshadow colors. Some of them weren't in frame at all, so for some clips I'm just going to explain the best as I can the color that I'm using, and I'm also going to be telling you the name for sure, so if you have the palette at home you'll be able to see the color, but unfortunately I don't have clips for all of them to show you. Next, I'm taking the next shade deeper in this palette, and this is called Low Blow, and this is more of a light chestnut color, I would say, and I'm just going to be doing the exact same thing as I did with the color Sauced. I'm just going to concentrate the color in the outer corner and work my way in towards the inner corner, just blending that throughout my entire crease. Next, I'm taking this color called Cayenne, and this is a very nice red-brown color, and I'm concentrating this again in the outer corner and bringing it in only slightly, not all the way to the inner corner, but more of half to 3/4 of the way in. This look is going to be pretty dark, but I want all of the darkness to be concentrated in the outer corner, and I want the inner corner to remain pretty bright and open. That's why I'm concentrating most of this color in the outer corner, since it is a pretty dark shade, and not bringing it all the way into my inner corner. And my eyeshadow does look pretty muddy right now, but don't worry, we're going to be blending that out very, very shortly. To begin the blending process, I'm taking a big fluffy brush using the color Low Blow, and I'm putting that into the outer corner and then blending that all the way into the inner corner, just using this fluffy brush to blend out the darker shade Cayenne. Then the next color I'm using to blend out actually did not get caught on camera, but I'm using Sauced, the first color we used in our crease, and I'm going to be blending out the crease even further using that on the same fluffy blending brush. Then I'm using this light tan shade called Chaser with the same fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to be blending out the crease even further than I have. I'm actually going to be taking this color all the way up to my brow bone because I want a very smooth transition, and you really, really want these shades to be blended since they're so dark and pigmented. Next, I'm taking this dark purple color called Enfuego. It's more of a cranberry shade, and I'm taking the other end of this double-sided brush, and I'm going to be concentrating this in the outer corner of my eye. I want most of the color to get into the very crease of my eye, but I also am going to be taking some of the color onto the outer portion of my lid, and I'm also going to be taking this into the middle portion of my eyelid as well, just above my pupils. Now I'm taking this deep purple shade called Ashes, and I'm going to be using the same brush for this as I did with Enfuego, but I'm going to be a little bit more careful with where I put this color. I want this to be more concentrated in the V portion of my outer corner. So I'm just stamping this color into the crease of my eye, only on the outer corner. I really want this to be concentrated in the outer V. So I'm just concentrating this in the outer part of my crease, and then I'm also taking it down along my upper lash line as well, just in the outer part. Now I'm taking this brown shade with reddish purple shimmers, and this is called Ember, and this is a very, very pigmented color, so I would recommend not picking up a whole lot of this color if you're going to be using it, but I'm just focusing that into the outer part of my eyelid. I'm bringing it in about 2/3 of the way, but I'm going to be putting a different color on top of it because I felt like it was a little bit too dark for the middle of my eyelid. So now I'm taking this pinky red shimmery shade called Scorched, and I'm going to be putting that right over the top of Ember, just in the center of my eyelid, right above the iris of my eyes. And I actually ended up wanting to lighten up the inner corner a little bit more, so I ended up going in with a whiter shade, which I'll show you in a bit, but that's the shade called Ounce in the palette. I will show you right now. It's the one all the way to the left, and I'm just using a flat brush. I believe this one is from e.l.f., not really sure, but I'm just putting that into the middle corner and bringing that into the middle part of my eyes so that the shadows in the middle are a little bit lighter. And I'm actually going in with this shadow twice just so that I make sure that I get the lightness that I want in the inner corner, and then I can go back in with the Scorched shimmery shade. That's the pink one that I used in the middle. I'm just going to go back in with that one and touch up the middle of the eyes so that it's more of that pinky color that I wanted. Now for underneath my eyes, I'm using this small flat brush, and I'm using the color called Low Blow, which was the light chestnut color that we used at the beginning, and I'm just bringing that all the way into the inner part of my eye. Then I'm using this reddish purple color called Enfuego, and I'm just putting that into the outer half of my lower lash line. And I went ahead and did my eyeliner and mascara off camera just so that this video would go by a little quicker, but this is what the completed eyeshadow looks like. And now I'm going in with my NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner, and this is in the shade London. And I'm going to be lining my lips. I'll just start by lining the outsides of my lips, and then I'll go back and fill in the insides of them. Then on top of that, I'm using my NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in Lace Detail, and this is just going to lighten it up and also make it completely matte. The lip liner also was matte, but I guess this makes it really matte. So this is what the completed look looks like. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it.